Kid, first one here, first in line.
How you doing?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Picked up a new phone today.
Did
Just
you? What
did.
you get?
Oh, just an iPhone 12 upgrade.
Oh, just an iPhone 12. Wow, holy.
I feel like
That's
it's not because it's not an XR or C or whatever.
is it good? Or-
Yeah, it's new. It's exciting. All the people watching the recording will get to hear that part too. It's Batman. I know your secret identity, Batman. It's Wayne Bruce. Oh, okay. No, it's not me, I swear. Lisa, you're back for more. This is great. Love it. Mariella is in yet again a different location. Oh, and she's gone. Cool, folks. Thursday before the long weekend. This is great. Okay. We'll give it a couple more. A few folks emailed to say they're going to catch up on the recording, which is a bunch of folks going camping and doing cool long weekend things. So good for them. So we'll give it another minute or so. Anyone's shoulders really sore? Yeah, no, getting yes and no's. Batman, you got to make sure Mom can see what she's doing. But Mariella, the girls weren't roughhousing, were they? And broke the wall. Okay, okay, good.
No, although they are so strong now, Matt.
Well, they should be strong enough to help carry some drywall back down to the basement and put them to work. That's functional fitness right there.
we we had a leak.
Oh dang.
Dang, yeah. But it's all repaired. So it's the last room that hasn't been done. So we've said to them, this is the room they can use to work out in.
Oh,
Now that everything else, well, that in the garage. I'm sure you've seen the garage too. So
yeah, and that reminds me, whether it's PTSD or not of lockdown, that angle right there.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Michael, good to see you. You ready to hit it? Ready to get after it?
Good thing, boss.
Let's do the thing. Okay, crew. Well, like I said, I received a few emails from folks that they're doing long weekend things, so we'll get started. I mean, if anyone sneaks in, then we'll get them caught up to speed. But I hope everyone's doing good. I asked if there's some sore shoulders. Say that 5 times fast. Today's a good one. I think it'll really be a really good pre-long weekend workout because it'll be no equipment, kind of body weight burn, we'll call it. What we've got is we're going to talk about jumping. Jumping's one of those things that freaks a lot of folks out, or it bothers their knees. And a lot of times it's not the actual jump that causes it; it's how we jump and how we land. So, and then as a whole, it's just a good way to kind of get a full body exercise going. So that's going to be the skill we're going to focus on tonight, and then we'll apply that to our workout where we got some broad jumps, some glute bridge ups, and some mountain climbers in a what we would call a descending ladder. Each time the reps get lower and lower as we kind of sprint to the finish, as you all got a taste of on Tuesday, which was really awesome in that second round. Yeah, so, and then we're going to finish with some stretching. So Our warm up today, what we have is 3 rounds. We're going to do 10 of each movement. I know sometimes we do 30 seconds of each movement, but we're going to do 10 of each things. And I'll show them to you, but it's going to be 10 crab bridge ups, 10 alternating hamstring stretches, and 10 good mornings. So 3 things for 3 rounds for 10 reps of each. So I'll show you each movement before we get into that. But your crab bridge up, you're going to have your feet flat, your hands behind you. You're going to squeeze your butt and you're going to try and lift yourself up really high. Now, this is actually a really good shoulder stretch. And where you put your hands will affect it. If you have your fingers facing your butt, it'll put the stretch maybe a little bit more into the front of your shoulder. And then if you put your hands back, you'll notice it shift a little bit towards the bicep there. No right or wrong, play around with it. And do the best you can to get up nice and high. From there, our hammy stretch, you cross one foot over, reach down, touch your toes. And I know you might want to hold that stretch, but it'll just be kind of a dynamic movement. You're going to shoot the hips back. This back leg, the one that's not crossing, again, I apologize. I know the pants are dark and the background's dark, but that back leg is straight. And you'll feel that stretch to the back of your legs. And then your good morning. You're going to cross your hands over your chest. You're going to try and keep your back as flat as you can as you shift your hips back and go into about parallel to the floor, maybe slightly higher. You'll feel a little stretch and a pull, and then you're going to squeeze your butt to stand up from there. So that's what we got. Let's do this. I'm going to put 8 minutes on the clock, and that'll be our cap. Move at a pace that's comfortable for you. Again, I always remind folks that it's just warm up. So you're going to lower yourself down, sit your butt on the floor, feet flat, hands back, and you're going to go ahead and do those 10 crab bridge ups. You're going to try and lift those hips up nice and high. You know, you can play around with how wide or how narrow you have your hands. This is meant to be a stretch. Stretch of the shoulders, stretch of those biceps. All those bicep curls we did beforehand, you know. Who had to like dig a sweater out of the closet today? Holy smokes. Yeah, right? I mean, it's kind of nice in a way. Like, I think after the last 2 weeks, you're like, don't mind a little cozy sweater, actually. Your alternating hammy stretches are next. And you can bend that front leg if you need, but you're going to try and keep that back leg straight. Don't worry about if you can't touch your toes. You know, that's something we'll hopefully work on improving over time. Okay, you're just going to alternate, touch your feet, switch, touch your feet, switch. That's it. We're going to do through those, and then your good mornings. Now, your challenge is to keep your back nice and flat. Like I said, you're going to go from here. Initiate the move by sending your hips back. If I turn right to the side, you're going to notice how far back my butt goes, and you'll even notice your chest going a little bit towards your knees. That's a good thing. You want to have those knees bent slightly. Don't lock your knees, have them bent slightly. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, and then squeeze your butt to stand up. And you want to try to not pull the knees back as you stand, but push the hips back forward. I know these all seem somewhat arbitrary, but it makes a big difference. There you go. We're getting through them. That's good. And then you get into that second round. Now that you're a little more familiar with the movements, you maybe pick up the pace a bit. You know, add some increased pace. So those crab bridge ups, they'll be very similar to the glute bridge up that we do today, except you'll have your shoulders on the ground as opposed to your hands. And it'll be I would say way less challenging on the mobility because you won't have to worry about the shoulders or hands or wrists at all. Yeah, we're into those hammy stretches. I feel like everyone right now is in a basement except Cam. Looks like all are the designated workout areas. All right. On this round, and if you're done the glute bridge ups, that's fine, or the good mornings, that's fine. But give your knees a push out, folks. Try it when you do your good mornings. You're gonna push your hips back, and you want to push your knees out as you do it. You may notice a little bit more of engagement in the rear. You kind of drive the knees out over the toes. And that's just how we create a little extra torque through the hips. And it looks like 8 minutes might be about perfect. We just hit the 5 minute mark. I think most folks are either starting or just getting through that third round, so that's really good. Okay. Thanks, folks. Cool. All right, and after those 10 good mornings, good evenings, greetings, you can go ahead and give yourself a little break, take a drink. Good. Just a little kind of full body warm up. So let's talk jumping. We're going to talk. So in our workout, we have broad jumps, and you can consider a broad jump jumping across something from point A to point B, not onto something. When we again get into our workout, you can jump as far as you're comfortable with, but and sometimes it helps to put something to keep yourself accountable, whether it be a yoga mat, whether it be a dumbbell that you hop over, or just setting kind of a line in the carpet, so to speak. But what I want everyone to do is you're going to do 4 jumps across your screen. So think about it. I don't want you to jump into the screen. I want you to go side, and if you can see yourself in the top little corner, you're going to jump across like so. The more I can see of you, the better. And I just want to, I want to just see how everyone does it first, and then go from there. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start. So you do one in each, two in each direction, one then the other, one then the other. Okay. Good. So that's good. I think I got a good version of it. And first of all, kudos to everyone for doing that. So what tends to happen is what we want to do with our jump, what we tend to see is, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to scooch the over a bit, because then you'll be able to see me against the white background. But when people jump, we tend to see the knees come forward, you drift forward on your feet, and then go to jump. We want to see the weight back on your feet. So go ahead and go back to your jump position, like where you were going. And I want you to do a jump just like you did, but be aware of your feet. Right before you go to jump, do you notice yourself drifting forward and then pushing off your toes? Go ahead and try that. You'd probably catch yourself doing that. So the feet the feet obviously are how we jump, but the toes aren't meant to do that much work. We want the whole foot to do the work. Additionally, by pushing the knees forward, it puts a lot of pressure on them. If you were going to jump as high as you could, you wouldn't do this and try and jump high. You would go like this and try and jump up that way. So just like we did at our good morning, you're going to load your jump by sending your hands and hips back. So go ahead and join me in that. It's very much like a good morning. You're going to look at where you're going to jump. And then you're going to wiggle your toes. So you're on your heels. And then jump by pushing the hips forward. Yeah, nice, Val. That's good. Nice, Kim. Yeah, there you go, Marielle. That's it. Nice, Michael. Good, Lisa. Try that again the other side. So you come back, hands back, weight stays back on the heels, lead with the hands and hips. So if you haven't quite got the feet figured out yet, that's okay, that'll come. But we want to think about the hips fully doing their job as you go to jump. Then when you land, you know why we stress hips back and knees out in a squat is because as you land, you want to absorb in that squat position. That way. The final piece is, what are your feet doing? And it'd probably be best for me to take my shoes off because then you can see. So we want to try and keep the feet straight. And then, oh, they're gone. Great with that. I think you've done this before. Feet straight. When we land, feet straight again, not out too far. Because then we'll start to see is we can't generate a lot of power that way. So you're going to try and do some jumps with your feet straight, both when you take off and when you land. The good news, so I think most of you are in the basement except Cam, who I know is in a condo. He's actually had an added benefit. He's probably landing softly so he doesn't disturb the neighbors. And that's actually what we want. So when we're in our workout today is you're going to try and land as softly as you can, because that is going to take less stress on your joints. So that's going to be your first move, your your broad jump. For your glute bridge up, we're going to be in that same position that we were in for the crabs, only this time you're going to get to lay down on your back. You're going to Lift your hips as high as you can, and you're actually going to, again, push your knees out a bit with each one. So you're going to try and get those hips nice and high. The goal is by about that second round that you start to feel a little burn in the butt. This is a really great modifying option for squats. If you ever tweak your ankle or knee or something, and you feel like you can't work out, a glute bridge up is a really great way to still work the hips when you're kind of in recovery mode. So go ahead and do 10 of those for me. You want to pull your heels in close to your butt, feet about shoulder width apart. And then just as you lift your hips up, you're going to try and push your knees away from each other. And if you feel a little squeeze or a little burn in the butt, that's a good thing. Good. And then our final move is twice the amount of mountain climbers. Now, I'll show you a mountain climber. So here, like so. I'm going to give you options for that, but just so we're on the same page here, it's twice the amount. So we're doing 21, 18, 15, 12, and 9. So we would be doing 42, 36, 30, 24, 18. And that's just total reps. So every time the knee comes in towards the elbow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I like to see them in a plank position. I like to do those fast ones instead of the foot up, because you see my butt really has to travel up high. And the goal with the mountain climber is to keep things nice and low. So you're going to try and do a drive in like so. If that position gives us any grief by any chance, then we can elevate onto a chair, and then same thing, kind of like a in the spot run like that. And then if absent of that, then we can do a shuffle that way. Again, don't have a problem with that. Yes, Mary Ellen.
So I have an injured shoulder from months and months, and so I get physio for it. Which one is less stress on my shoulder?
You would probably find that an elevated one would put less stress on your shoulder.
On the shoulder, okay. Alrighty. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Great question. So go ahead and try 10 mountain climbers for me, folks. Good. So this is, like I said, this is a full body burn. You're free to go as fast as you like on it, but I would challenge you to move as fast and as perfectly as possible. Don't just kind of turn it into one blob of movement. Just writing out 15, 12, 9. So just in case you haven't checked sugar wad yet, 21, 18, 15, 12, and 9. That's a 12, not a, yeah. So it's 21 of each movement, except for the mountain climbers, which is twice as many. 18 of each, 15 of each, 12 of each, 9 of each. Is that making sense to folks? Good. I got a thumbs up from Val. Michael and Cam are ready. Mariella's good. Yeah, Lisa, you're good. Cool. All right, folks, let's do this. It's going to be fun. We're going to rock through this. I'm going to put a 14-minute cap on this. So you're going to just do your best. You're going to move as fast as you can and as fast as you're comfortable. But then, when you get to a point, you just take a break. And then if we're not done by 14 minutes, you'll just see how far you get to. All right, here we go. We're going in 10 seconds, folks. starting with those 21 broad jumps. Those will take up the bulk of this stuff. 3, 2, 1, here we go. You're going to notice these will take a while and the other movements will take less time. That's it, folks. That's it. I want you to think about using your hips. Think about that glute bridge, or not the glute bridge up, I'm sorry, the good morning. Yeah, that's it, Val. You know, we're doing the same move as the good morning. We're just driving those hips forward, straightening those legs best we can. Good. You'll get through that big set of jumps, and then you're going to notice your glute bridge ups will be nice and fast. So big squeeze of the hips. Nice, Michael, that's it. There you go, your big glute bridge ups. And then your 42 mountain climbers. Val must be able to hear the Mariah Carey that just came on the stereo because she's got the perfect groove dance to it. Now, I don't want to give him too much credit, but Michael had a brilliant idea of just doing a continuous jump. If you have the space, you can do jump, 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 jump without turning around. Might be faster. It's up to you. I gave everyone away your secret. I know. Hey, you know, if this was a class, other people would see it and be like, hey, that's a great idea. And they would take it too. We share our knowledge. We're a sharing community of efficiency. Nice, folks. The beauty is you get to do 3 less reps each round. So it will get quicker and quicker. Man, I tell you, you show me someone who doesn't groove when a Mariah Carey jam comes on, and I'll show you a liar. So Mariella, your hands are kind of backwards. You're bringing your hands here, and then when you go to jump, you're bringing them back. Bring your hands back and swing them as you jump. Yeah. Hands go back with your hips. Jump with them forward. There we go. Good. Really get them into it. That's it, Val. Good. Nice and steady. Nice, Cam. You're doing amazing, Lisa. Keep it up. My challenge to you is to keep that foot on the gas with each round. Nice, folks. That's it. Coming up on the 6-minute mark. Good. Yeah, that's it, Val. Oh, it's working. See, Michael, I get to give people your secret because I just see you hopping across my screen. You disappear, and then it's like boing, 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 boing. Nice, Mary. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Everyone's using it now. You're doing great, Val. Keep it up. Keep it up. Folks, notice how the glute bridge up is a lot like the jump. It's the same drive of the hip. That's how we create power. It's not our knees, it's our hips. They're the biggest joints. All done? Nice, Michael. 7:29. Well done. There was that first round that was a game changer. That was great. That's it, Val. That's it. Nice, Cam.
I was jumping in threes, so it worked with the math.
It was a great call. Really great call. Awesome, folks. That's it. Good, Cam. Nice, Lisa. Yeah, so good. Remember, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total rounds. 5 total rounds. So I think most of you are getting close to the end there. Nice, Cam. 8:44. Well done. That's it, Val. That's it. We're close. Everyone's really close. I think we're going to get everyone in under that cap. We're just at the 9-minute mark. Here you go, Val. That's it. Yep. Come on. That's it. All right, nice. Val's on her last round. I know Lisa's close. I know Mariella's on the way. That's it. We're going to get through this, and then we're going to finish with a little stretching. That's it, ladies. That's it. That's it. Nice. 11 minutes. Perfect. Val, you were like 10:59. Mariella, you were right at 11 minutes. Yeah, you bet, Cam. We'll see you, bud. Have a good weekend. Done, Lisa. 11:15. Yeah. Woo. Nice job, folks. How was that? I hear you. I hear you. We get that. You know, that's one of the things like skip. We hear it in here, like the skipping, and when someone new comes in and they're like, it's like we get that all the time. Like it's so so regular in the sense of for folks who have had babies. Yeah. Was that a good one, folks? Was that a good burn, little full body burn? No equipment, you know, and just a good way to get things going. And kudos to everyone for jumping. I mean that. You know what? Like it's something. That's good. That's great. Yeah. Val saying the thighs are on fire. Because you know it's this right here that can be really intimidating for folks is jumping up onto something, but you build the strength and the assurance to jump forward, and then you just start with something small and work your way up. So we're going to finish with a little stretching, and then we will be good to go. You'll be free to go about your weekend. You will have completed the second week. I'm so proud of you all. So we're going to do what's called a couch stretch. Just try to watch for this first bit, and then we can go ahead and get set up. So I've got a box here and a pad. It's called a couch stretch because you can use it against the couch. You can also do it right against the wall. I would highly recommend something for your knee for comfort, because I'm going to get my shin as close to that box as possible. So it may be a little tough to see, but I have my shin and the knee right against the wall or the couch, like so. Now, from here, I'm going to give you three kind of options. Is you want to, if it's spicy for you, you can bring this leg down. So notice how my other knee's on the ground. And what I'm actually going to do is push my hips forward, and you'll feel a stretch in the front of the leg see my little toe wiggling there? That's the leg you'll feel the stretch in. If you happen to have a little bit more flexibility, then you can come up like this and bring that leg up. And then if you happen to have a little bit more flexibility, you can try and sit upright like so, and you'll feel how that stretch goes. So if you need to run and get a cushion or something, you can, but you're going to need something for your knee unless you have high pile carpet in your basement. And then again, you can go right against the wall. I'll show you here is I would just put my mat my couch cushion against the wall. I'm going to tuck my knee as close to it as possible, and then I can have that other leg down. I can have it up, or I can try and sit upright like so. It's kind of that classic quad stretch on steroids. So you're going to get into that. We're going to do 1.5 minutes per side. We're going to stretch, the front of the leg. So I think most are in that stretch. We'll go a little longer, and I'll let you know when to switch. Will be soon, but not yet. So depending on where you're at with that stretch, what is that other leg doing? Do you have that other knee on the ground? If so, as you get into that stretch a little more, yeah, that's great, Val. I was going to say, so now, Val, I would say try to sit up more as you start to go. If you have your other knee on the ground, you're going to try and bring it up and plant it, and then you can still stay down, but you're going to notice how that is affected, and then you can actually lean on that knee and try and sit yourself upright. Now, you might notice this stretch is pretty intense, which is totally natural. But as you've heard me say many times, and you will continue to hear me say, you want to make sure you're breathing. Deep breaths and not clenching or tensing up. All right, so we can go ahead and switch to the other leg if you haven't done so already. And then again, like if you notice one side is a little more flexible than the other, completely natural. That's good, folks. Okay, you can slowly lower yourself out of that stretch. You're good to go. That's good. We did a lot of hip work, a lot of thigh work, and that's how we can get that all stretched out. So
Can I ask a
nice work, folks.
Can I ask a quick
Yes,
question?
of course you can, Michael.
Those videos that we can find if we miss one, like I missed last Thursday, it's probably really simple, but where are they?
Yeah, great question. Are you still on SugarWOD, Michael?
Yes, I am.
So the trick to SugarWOD, hopefully you can see that. So
Yeah.
once you pull it up, this is good because I didn't really cover it before. So thank you for bringing this up. And of course, it's going to load slowly. So I know it's hard to see because of the glare if I kind of go off to the side, but basically I know here in the middle, it might be set for folks on workout of the day. So just make sure you're on boot camp. That's step one. And then what we have to do is go back. So up at the top, you hit today, and that pulls up the calendar. There you go. You can kind of see it if I change the angle. But
Yeah.
it pulls up the calendar. So you would just go back to, so if you missed last week, you would go back to the 31st, and then it is right there, right at the top.
Nifty. So then you watch it on, well, yeah. If you have AirPlay, you can move it around. Okay, good. That's great.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, no, that's a great point. And now, yeah, if you have AirPlay, you can cast it. But if you folks go to the top right here, you can hit share, and then you can email it to yourself and watch on a computer or an iPad.
And we just really want to watch
So
your
lots
demo
of-
anyway. We don't have to watch each other laboring through the damn thing. So
Exactly.
first few minutes. Thanks a
Well,
lot.
so yeah, great question. That's good. Awesome, folks. Well, hey, have a fabulous long weekend. Enjoy the weather. And we're going to get back to it right if the kids go back to school on Tuesday. That's fabulous. And then we'll get back to work on Tuesday evening. We'll see.